the hell are you, News?
What?
Submitted by Love Your Hair, Tiffany.
Oh, thank you.
Tiffany.
A genealogy website helps a family find a man who is posing as their dead son and nephew.
That's cool.
Huh?
What?
I would be so fucking pissed.
What do you call those? Identity theft?
Yeah, so basically it sounds like identity theft. So
It was.
yeah, so someone's dead and then these strangers were like, cool, we're gonna be these people now.
Oh my god. You know, if my family member's dead, go ahead.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
No.
If they're being cool.
What does that even mean? They're doing it for a bad reason.
What if they had like a bad start and that they were like grew up in Agrabah and had to steal and they have it on the record, but they're really a good person. They wanted a fresh start, but they couldn't get it.
I don't give a fuck.
Nope.
But they want a second chance.
Use someone else's name. You fucked up.
Agrabah's a real place?
Yeah.
Is it?
I thought it was just in Aladdin.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, I think it's like
Go on Google Maps and type in Agrabah.
I think it's like Gotham
there.
City.
It's
Yeah,
there.
it's like a made up place.
Do
I
all
dare
Disney
you.
movies have fake cities?
I dare you. No, it's there. Google
Let's see.
Maps Agrabah. You better spell it right too, or else it's not gonna show
Damn,
up.
or else you're fired.
Or else you're fired. One jump ahead
You know
of
what?
the
You
red
guys are
line,
thinking a
one
little
swing
bit-
ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford.
And that's everything.
I don't know how you know the lyrics. I was a child when I watched that shit. I just remember Gilbert Gottfried was Iago.
I fucking hated him so bad.
Oh yeah.
No, Gilbert Gottfried?
Oh yeah, he was Iago.
But he got a lot of gigs.
It led me to a store.
Yeah, that's not a real place.
Yeah, it don't work.
Back to this story. 2-month-old Nathan died in December 1972 in Texas.
Dude, that's gonna be hard
2 months.
for a parent.
You're still down?
1972.
That's your baby.
So John Vincent, who is now 44, took Nathan's name, social security number in 1996.
That's so fucked up.
I always wonder about that. Like, don't they just destroy? Like, once you die, doesn't like all that just diminish? Like, it doesn't exist anymore.
I think it's hard because this baby didn't really have a record. Like, it didn't have bank accounts. It was clean.
But there's
But
like
it's a baby. So they like the baby must have a death certificate. So I guess once you obtain a death certificate, shouldn't just everything attached to you just
might
be
be
wiped
hard.
out?
What would everything be though?
but it might
Like your
it might
social,
be hard
like
because
that.
it's paperwork back then. And then
Different times.
So back in 1996, John stole the baby's identity after escaping a halfway house. And if you guys don't know what a halfway house is, it's a center for helping former drug addicts, prisoners, psychiatric patients, and others to adjust back into society. And so he escaped from there. What happened?
That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's different. He wasn't an Agrabah person that was starving. He was a former drug addict and a criminal.
But he was rehabbing. That means that he did his time.
He didn't rehab though. He left. He ran away.
But he knew that if he was going to go out in the real world, that he'd be judged harshly. And he would never get a fresh start. But he was clean.
You're creating a plot.
I'm just saying it's aligning.
I'm with Shannon. She thinks I'm fit. I agree.
I don't think you're fit. I know you're fit.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
I agree. Whatever you say, I agree. He's innocent.
Well, he was in a halfway house because
Misunderstood house.
he was convicted for indecency with a child.
Oh, come on! What happened?
This
What you got now? You backing up rapist?
Pedophiles.
Huh? That's
Hey.
right. When the ski shoes fit. That's
It
right.
is.
I don't think she was here for that.
My man, though. My man.
What's going on?
My man, I believed in you.
Yeah, you turned your back on us.
Rapist. Rapiste.
Pedophile?
Indecency is not molestation or pedophilia, right? It's just like you were improper.
It could also be peeing close to a kid's playground.
In the 70s, I don't know about that.
I think it was. It's just like if you urinate around a kid's park, even if it's across the street.
I thought that was recent.
But what if you're fertilizing the place?
With urine?
They're gonna charge you?
What if you were a mainlander?
Oh.
I learned something, guys. Just applying my new knowledge.
Go to jail too, though. Please. Pedophilia.
All right, guys, we're getting too deep about this. It's too serious. We gotta.
We are. She just said it could be a mainlander.
I know. I was like, I think you're making it sound.
We gotta bring
serious.
it back to normal. All right.
Okay.
So this person is stealing identities.
Yes, John Vincent is stealing Nathan's identity.
All right. That's.
Would be a little boy.
He's already got 2 names. John Vincent, and he wants another name?
Let's make this a little lighthearted. Come on.
So he took Nathan's identity back in '96, and he was actually able to have a whole new life.
And he changed his way around. He wasn't molesting children. He became a school teacher, and he helped out so many kids get into college in poor neighborhoods.
Well, I mean, so he was able to get a job, a driver's license.
At Del Taco, and he fed the hungry on his spare time. What he did is
He was able to get married and divorced under the name.
Of course he got divorced, rapist.
Perfect.
But to my knowledge, he did live a quiet life.
Raping people.
Let her finish.
He didn't commit any crimes. Other than stealing a social security number.
So he just wanted a second chance. He fucked up. He wanted a second chance.
Yeah, he peed close to a playground. Not cool.
Could be fertilizing
Not
it.
fucking cool, John Vincent. But at the same
Could have been a
time,
gardener just trying to fertilize the place.
right.
And so the way that he was discovered was Nathan's aunt just happened to be on Ancestry.com, which is a genealogy site, and she was just looking at it and she saw.
Oh, this is an ad.
nah, I typed in my name in there. I don't know nobody. Nobody's connected to me.
Is it free?
It only works for white people.
Yeah, for white people in America because they have like the whole
Is
record.
it free though? I thought it cost money.
They lie. They go, sign up, it's free, and then you gotta sign up, and then to find out more, pay fucking more money. They always do that shit.
Yeah.
I hate that.
What'd you find out though?
I didn't pay. Nothing.
I'm not giving you my money.
I'm down to do it. Just to test it out.
Well, we already did it with the 23andMe. It's pretty much the same thing.
I know, but I don't know who I'm related to. What if I'm related to some person in
You're
Arkansas?
related to him?
But you don't have your relations here though.
My dad told me he has a cousin in the middle of the Midwest, like Ohio or something, and there's a Chinese restaurant out there.
But how long have they been here though?
Like 50 years.
That's short.
I want to meet him.
Because I know white people, they'll go back to like, oh, your dad, or your great-great-great-grandfather was a slave owner that had this and this.
Came on the Mayflower.
Yeah, and then he was, he got charged for rape too, and then after that he got flat. And,
Oh my gosh.
The race one is good. That one's less devastating.
I don't want to find that shit out about me.
Nathan's aunt, she looked up on Ancestry.com and she saw Nathan's name on that list and it had a green leaf next to his name, meaning that he was alive. Oh. And so she was just like, what? This is strange. And so
Does that mean that Nathan like registered himself on Ancestry.com too?
I think it just goes off of public record.
It's like Yelp. They're gonna put you in no matter what.
I think so. I think you have to like try to contact them if you don't want to be in that.
That makes sense. Also, be fucked up. Like, who would just sign up for that? Not enough people.
Well, I mean, public records would be right because the aunt was like doing her research and she was just like, what is going on? And so like her search ended up her being in like the public records, and then at that point she was like, okay, I need to tell Nathan's mom about this. And so she told the mom, and Nathan's mom actually filed an identity theft complaint with the Social Security admin. And at that point, that's when the SSA, the Social Security admin, were investigating. And like the mom was like actually telling them, like, yeah, I recall like back in '96 where like I got this random phone call asking me stuff about Nathan, like what's his social security number and stuff like that. And she said it and she thought it was weird. And so when she asked like who this person was, like that person already hung up.
Oh, come on, lady.
You don't have a social security
know.
number at 2 months old, do you?
You have it
Yeah.
the moment that you're born.
Really?
you're
In
born.
Canada, you don't get to like 18 years old.
Everything's really fucked up in Canada. Though. Yeah. I was kidding. I was kidding.
Wait, you guys don't have any form of identification?
Birth certificate.
Like there's no,
Yeah, I don't
there's
know.
no number?
How do you get it when I just knew I always had one since I was little and I had to memorize it.
Everyone was a criminal in America, so they have to.
Well, I found out how the process works when Isaac was born, and so I guess the hospital, like they give you a form for you to sign, and then so you sign it, and that's like that gets turned into the birth certificate, and then once you have your birth certificate, you have to call a social security office to let them know like, hey, there's this new human here, and then like register them, and then you get the social security card.
If I found out that someone was pretending to be my son, then I'd just hit him up and be like, guess you're my son now. So I'm gonna talk shit to you because that's what fathers do. And every day you just have to take it and you have to act like my son. Because if you want to continue being this identity, you got to play the part, man. So I'm just gonna call him, checking up on what he's doing. I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of him. Yeah?
He's like, you know what? Just send me back to jail, dude.
Yeah.
Like, fuck your bullshit. I want to hear about your fucking day.
I want to lecture him. I want to give him advice. Oh my God, all the years that I didn't get to do it. You know?
But today I'm gonna teach you how to use a condom. Take off
Yeah.
your pants.
He's like 46.
And he's like, yeah, I'm like, 70 and he's like 40.
So after the mom figured out like that the phone call was strange, she immediately went over to the police and like filed a report. But the police was like, well, there's not really much that we can do.
We can't do nothing.
So she just dropped it. She's like, fuck it.
I mean, there's nothing else that she could have
The
done.
90s. Yeah, Tupac was around. No, he just died.
He just died.
They're too busy with the West Coast East Coast rivalry. The cops would just they can't do nothing. Yeah.
So now John is charged with social security fraud, which is up to 5 years in prison, and aggravated identity theft, which is an additional 2 years.
Aggravated
Yeah,
identity
why?
theft.
How?
Like so he beat somebody's ass.
He
or some shit.
stole.
That's messed up, man. You can't be
How's
pretending to be a
aggravated?
baby.
Probably like by calling the mom and asking a few questions.
I'll just be like, yo, you know what? Don't put him in jail, but you owe me some fucking money at least.
His whole life is fucked.
Your whole life benefited off of my child's death. You're gonna pay me some fucking money for this shit.
Why don't you just make up a fake identity and stuff instead of like stealing somebody else's?
Because he needs a job.
Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you guys have any juicy little gossip details and you guys want to submit it, well, guess what? You can. Cruise on over to the description box below, click on the link, submit the story, and hopefully we will pick it and talk about it. For more videos, click right over here.